Minister Narendra Modi releases commemorative 100 rupee coin honouring Vijaya Raje Scindia. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announces major schemes, 2,500 crore rupees allotted to northeastern states and northern states. 7th round commander-level talks underway between India and China to resolve border issues. Country's COVID recovery rate reaches 86.36%, more than 71,000 recoveries reported in the last 24 hours. And Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurates 44 bridges of BRO across the country, including Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News. This is Jushna Borua with the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today released a commemorative 100 rupee coin in the honour of Vijaya Raje Scindia, one of the founder members of BJP, also popularly known as the Raj Mata of Gwalior. Paying tribute to the great leader, Modi said the life and work of Raj Mata Scindia was always connected to the aspirations of the poor and her life was all about Jana Seva. He said she was one of the personalities who gave direction to India in the last century and witnessed every important phase of Indian politics. Enumerating series of progressive reforms and developments in the country, Modi said Rajmata Scindia would have been happy to see these positive changes. The program was attended by Union Culture Minister Prahlad Singh Patel and close relatives of Rajmata Scindia's family.
लेकिन उन्होंने उसे विनम्रता के साथ ठुकरा दिया। एक बार खुद अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी जी और लाल कृष्ण आडवाणी जी ने उनसे बहुत आग्रह किया था कि वो जनसंघ की अध्यक्ष बन जाए, लेकिन
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announced major schemes to boost demands in the country by nearly 73,000 crore rupees while addressing the media in the national capital today. Sitharaman informed that the new proposals aim at giving a thrust of around 36,000 crore rupees to the consumer demands by the Leave Travel Concession Voucher and Festival Advance Scheme. Under the Special Festival Advance Scheme, Sitharaman said interest-free advance of 10,000 rupees will be made available to all government employees. In her announcement towards special assistance for states for utilization under capital expenditure, Finance Minister informed that special interest-free loans with a 50-year repayment term and amounting to 12,000 crore rupees will be disbursed. Under the assistance scheme, 2,500 crore rupees will be given to the northeastern states and the northern states of Himachal Pradesh and Uttarakhand.
Use it for any festival up to 31st March 2021, which is given to them as per their government rules, their rank, their position, their whatever, is now brought to 3 different slabs, and they are flat rate slabs.
In the Ladakh region, the talk between India and China is underway to resolve the border issues on line of actual control. The commander-level talks between both the countries began at the Chushul border personnel meeting point on the Indian side. The military commanders are meeting for the 7th time to work out the measures to preserve the peace and tranquility at the line of actual control in eastern Ladakh region. Fire and Fury GOC Lieutenant General Harinder Singh and his to-be successor after a couple of days, Lieutenant General PGK Menon, are leading the Indian delegation. China also sent a senior-level foreign ministry official in their delegation. The talks mainly focused on disengagement of forces from several friction points, especially finger areas of Pangong TSO, to ease the unprecedented tensions on the border between the two countries. In the corona update from the country, government claims that the country's recovery rate among the COVID-19 patients has reached 86.36%. With more than 71,000 recoveries reported in the last 24 hours, the total number of recoveries have now reached 61,49,000. As per Health Ministry data, with 66,732 new cases reported in the last 24 hours, the total number of positive cases has now reached over 71 lakh, out of which 8,61,000 account as active cases. Meanwhile, 816 deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total death toll to 1,09,150. In the corona update from the region, Arunachal Pradesh saw a total number of 2,891 active cases. The number of cured COVID patients has touched 9,232, while the total death toll stands at 24. Manipur, 2,731 active cases, 10,504 cured, and total deaths at 91. Meghalaya has a total of 2,478 active cases, 5,142 cured, and total deaths at 63. Mizoram, a total of 174 active cases, 2,010 cured, with no deaths so far. Nagaland has a total of 1,259 active cases, 5,743 cured, and 17 deaths. Sikkim, a total of 384 active cases, 2,920 cured, and total deaths at 55. Lastly, Tripura accounts for a total of 3,742 active cases, 24,403 cured, and total death toll of 316. In the corona update from Assam, according to tweet by the State Health Minister, a total of 1,227 patients were discharged on the 11th of October. The minister claimed that the number of discharged is more than thrice of that of the new patients. With that, the total number of cured cases in the state has reached 1,64,579. As per official data, the total number of COVID-19 cases in the state now stands at 1,93,783, out of which 28,385 account as active cases. However, with 5 more deaths reported in the state, the total death toll now stands at 816. In the corona update from the world, the total number of COVID-19 cases now stands at 3,77,82,595, whereas the total recoveries is 2,83,70,898. The total death toll globally now stands at 10,81,800. As per records, USA accounts for the highest number of 79,91,998 COVID-19 cases, followed by India and then Brazil with 50,94,979 cases. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh virtually inaugurated and dedicated as many as 44 different bridges of Border Roads Organisation across the country today. These new bridges are located in Ladakh, Arunachal Pradesh, Sikkim, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir. 8 bridges in Ladakh out of the 44 projects, 8 are in the Ladakh region and were built at a cost of 45 crore on 4 strategically important roads. Singh said the bridges built in a record time are not just strategically important but also key in socio-economic development of Ladakh region. Referring to the situation along borders with Pakistan and China, Rajnath Singh stated that this project was vital as India shares border of about 7,000 kilometers with these countries. The Defence Minister said noting improvement in border infrastructure will significantly help the armed forces. Besides inaugurating the 44 bridges constructed by the Border Road Organisation in 5 states and 1 union territory, including Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim in the northeast, Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh also laid the foundation stone of the Nechi Food Tunnel on the Balipara Sardwar Tawang Road in West Kamang district of Arunachal Pradesh. Of the 44 bridges, 8 are in Arunachal Pradesh. Arunachal Pradesh CM Pema Khandu expressed gratitude to the central leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Defence Minister Rajnath Singh.
सर, हम सभी सीमावर्ती जो राज्य है, हम सभी के लिए बहुत ही गर्व का बात है, क्योंकि आज वर्चुअल के जरिए से आप 44 ब्रिजेस का इनोग्रेशन कर रहा है और साथ ही साथ हमारा नीचुपुर टनल का भी फाउंडेशन स्टोन लेइंग हो रहा है। तो मैं विशेष करके ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी और आपका लीडरशिप को मैं बहुत धन्यवाद देता हूं कि हम सब जो बॉर्डर स्टेट्स है उसका चैलेंजेस को आप लोग ने जाना है और उस चैलेंजेस को एड्रेस करने के लिए आप लोग बहुत भरपूर मदद दे रहा है। जैसे हमारा डीजीपी हरपाल सिंह साहब ने जो कहा कि आज 44 ब्रिजेस में जो आप उद्घाटन करेंगे उसमें 8 ब्रिज हमारा अरुणाचल प्रदेश में लोकेटेड है और इसके अलावा एक टनल जो 450 मीटर का टनल नीचुपुर टनल वो भी अरुणाचल प्रदेश में ही है।
CM Pema Khandu said despite harsh conditions and unpredictable climate, engineers and workers of BRO toiled day and night to not only build roads and bridges but also keep the existing ones motorable in the state. He hailed BRO for starting the work on the much anticipated Nechipu tunnel on the BTC road. Chief Minister Sarbananda Sonowal inaugurated the AMCH Link Road connecting National Highway 37 in Dibrugarh today. The 1.626 kilometer long road has been improved and widened with a project cost of over 442 lakhs under City Infrastructure Development Fund by PWD Dibrugarh Lahual, Moran and Tingkong Regional Road Subdivision, Dibrugarh. The improvement of this road is expected to save time by shortening the distance by 3.5 kilometers and minimize the traffic jam by 35% for the vehicles en route to AMCH. The inauguration function was attended by Union Minister Ramesh Soteli, MLAs Prashant Phukon, Teros Goala, Rituparna Borwa, Tea Planter Manoj Jalan and other dignitaries. WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus has stated that when safe and effective COVID-19 vaccines are ready, they will be allocated based on principles agreed by the ACT Accelerator and its partners. He added that it is to be ensured that essential and vulnerable populations are protected first and that initial supplies are used wisely. Ghebreyesus informed that over 170 countries and economies representing more than 90% of the Earth globe, Europe's Africa's population have joined forces in the COVAX facility till date. The COVAX facility stands for Safe Development and Equitable and Smart Prioritization of Eventual COVID-19 Vaccines. The Ribhoi district of Meghalaya has implemented the Jal Shakti Abhiyan and taken up villages under the scheme of water conservation. A great impact can be witnessed in Umtham and Lumraman village of the Umshning block. Here's a report.
The village has as many as 67 households, mostly belonging to the farming community, and faced major challenges. With the help of Technical Officer M.L. Khatrai, who plans the conservation and harvesting of rainwater, the conservation techniques enable them to utilize the water for cultivation and other farm activities. The collection of water is done through the pipeline into the water pit and then transferred to the tanks for irrigation of the field. Block Development Officer Raja Brahma said that it was hard to convince the villagers, but with the help of Village Employment Council, we encouraged them to conserve water and implemented the project in various phases. The scheme has brought a positive change in the people for the concept of water conservation.
But when we carry out like awareness program and all in the field level work, we make and understand after having repetition of meetings with like different levels, then we suddenly got the success. Then people understood that yes, if one to change something like to livelihood mission, like suppose for example in agri field, for horti and for even the paddy and all. So like the water is the, you can say, the one of the main component for your success in this field.
The Jal Shakti Abhiyan is not only to utilize the water resources but also for the overall development of the village. Jal Shakti Abhiyan has brought positive change in people for water conservation. Under the scheme, water tank washing and bathing platforms were constructed, which brought a positive mindset among the villagers. The two villages, Umtham and Lumroman, of the Umsling block have shown best examples of water conservation and set a role model for other villages as well.
CM Chung, Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change and Justice and Law, Government of Nagaland, passed away today at Naga Hospital Authority, Kohima. He He was 78. In 2009, he was elected to the 15th Lok Sabha from the Nagaland Lok Sabha constituency. In 2018, he joined the Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party and won the general election for NLA a second time and was currently appointed as Minister for Environment, Forest and Climate Change and Justice and Law. In tennis, Rafael Nadal beat Novak Djokovic 6-0, 6-2, 7-5 to win his 13th French Open and equal Roger Federer's all-time record of 20 Grand Slam titles last night. For world number 1 Djokovic, the defeat ended his hopes of an 18th slam and of becoming the first man since Rod Laver in 1969 to win all 4 majors twice. World number 2 Nadal claimed his 100th match win at Roland Garros against just 2 defeats since his 2005 debut. Meanwhile, in women's doubles, Timea Babos and Kristina Mladenovic retained the French Open title. The Hungarian-French pairing, seeded second, beat the 14th-seeded team of Alexa Guarachi from Chile and American Desiree Krochik. To end the news, the main points once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi releases commemorative 100 rupee coin honouring Vijayaraja. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman announces major schemes, 2,500 crore rupees allotted to northeastern states and northern states. 7th round commander level talks underway between India and China to resolve border issues. Country's COVID recovery rate reaches 86.36%, more than 71,000 recoveries reported in the last 24 hours. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh inaugurates 44 bridges of BRO across the country, including Arunachal Pradesh and Sikkim. Before closing, here is an important message. In our bid to defeat COVID-19, please frequently wash your hands with soap or sanitize and also follow 2 meters physical distancing. Promoting the Mask Up India campaign, we must mandatorily wear face masks, especially while in public. So mask up India and stay safe. And that's all in this bulletin. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.